and welcome back to my channel. So today, obviously, if you haven't seen my vlogs already, head over to my vlogging channel where you can find my Africa vlogs. I'll leave them in the description down below as well. Oh my god, where do I even start? The trip was absolutely phenomenal. Like, it was so good. Today in this video, I'm coming right back at you with another Q&A because last time when I done my Q&A video, I got so many comments on it, and like my friends were saying like this was the best video you've ever done, like please do more Q&A. So I was like, okay. So when I was away, actually, I took this little notebook with me. So anyway, let's not waste time, I'm literally waffling on. Question number 1, what made you want to travel? So many things. I wanted to go to Africa since I was young. And when I say young, I mean about 12. My auntie went out there with work, because she used to work at ActionAid. And after seeing her pictures when she went out there, I was like, that is what I want to do. And then I completed 2 lots of work experience at charities in London. And since then, I've literally just been like, oh my god, I really want to go out there. I really want to go and do something like that. And after deciding to take a gap year this year, I thought, what better way to spend a gap year than to go out to do something that I've always wanted to do. Were you scared to travel alone? Yes, obviously I was very, very nervous to travel alone, but I wasn't so scared about like flying on my own. I don't mind flying. And I was only ever on my own when I was at, when I went through customs at Gatwick and the plane and getting into Dubai, and then from Dubai to Africa, I was on my own for the whole course of that. But when I got to Africa, I was met by 2 amazing people, which like had a lift for me back to where I was staying. I was never on my own at any point in Africa, which actually made me feel really safe. So I was never on my own there, but I definitely was so nervous to travel by myself. Like, so nervous, and I think my dad was very worried about me, but I managed to keep in contact and I managed to say, like, I'm okay, like this is what we've done today. So it was really good. And I think travelling by myself as well, it made me more independent as a woman and as an individual, because I had to do everything myself. I had to go through customs, had to get my bag, like Uganda immigration office was absolute hell. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, ah. And she wasn't that nice to me, which made it even worse. And I was literally like, oh my god. But everything was fine. Like, people are so happy to help you out there. Like, if you ask, like, they're so happy to help you. And because I was literally the only white person there, everyone was like, ah, Mzungu, Mzungu. So, but no, I wasn't that scared. But I was scared until I got there. What was the biggest challenge for you? I'm gonna have to say that the biggest challenge for me, personally, and most definitely, was eating. I found it incredibly hard to eat a meal that I felt satisfied with after, just because they eat so differently to us. They have like so much different food, like there's no like pizza or anything, and so I just felt so bad. Oh, what is that? I felt really bad, but like I physically couldn't eat more than I was eating because I just didn't like it. And I did try and I did eat what I could, and the majority of the food was like beans and stuff, and I don't like beans. I don't like any type of bean, like whatsoever. So I found it incredibly hard to feel satisfied from a meal. But when we went to the supermarket, I used to get like crisps and stuff and kind of just like eat them in between, so I didn't feel too hungry. What was the most rewarding / favourite aspect of the trip? The most rewarding aspect was teaching the children, most definitely. I just felt like it was just such an amazing feeling knowing that I am leading this class and these children are listening to me and they're learning from me. And it was just really, it was really overwhelming actually. Like there was a couple times when like I just really wanted to cry, and where I had to mark all their books, and when they used to give me their books they used to like curtsy and like bow and stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, like it was so amazing, honestly, so amazing. Trip in itself was a rewarding experience. Once in my life I can actually say that I've done something that I am proud of, and I am so lucky and so privileged and honoured to say that I have seen another culture and I have indulged in another culture, and I think that for me was just all round my favourite part of the trip. What was the saddest part of your trip? I think the whole, like I said, the whole trip was very, very overwhelming altogether. I think the saddest part for me was definitely, okay, I think one of the saddest parts for me was when I was leaving and I left the school, and it was the last time I was going to be at the school, and saying goodbye to all the teachers and saying goodbye to all the kids was just so overwhelmingly sad, and I couldn't stop crying, and I was just like, oh my god, like I was trying to keep myself together for them and like there and then, but as soon as I got back, that was it. I was in absolute tears. I was a mess. Later that day I had a meeting with Alex and Alphonse just to see like how the trip went, like if there's anything they could do, what I liked, what I didn't like. And again, like Alex was saying to me, he was like, you are so pure, like he was like, you have a heart of gold, and like we really, really thank you for being here. And I was off again, like I was off, and I think just hearing that I'd helped and like done something good, like it really, really touched me. What inspired you the most? I think the number one thing that inspired me the most was definitely Alex as a person in general. Alex was and is the most amazing man I have ever met in my life. Like when we were talking, obviously like we sit down and talk and he set up the school that I was teaching in. It's called Amasiko. If you want to check out the link, I will leave a link to it. I will leave a link to it down below so you can go and check it out, read what it's all about. But it's basically a school and it's all about bringing hope to these children. And most of these children are orphans, and Alex said that he really, really wanted to help them because he knows firsthand what it's like to be an orphan because he was one. And Alex built this school, he funded this school, he houses the children in his house and in another house for the girls, and they get given breakfast and lunch, and it's just all round, I just think that is absolutely spectacular. He doesn't get any money from it, and it just blows me away that people like him just do things for the good of others. And it was so heartwarming, like, to know. And he was like, it's not about the money, it's not about, he was like, I want to give hope to all of these children. And for me, that was just that was incredible for me. Do you have any regrets? I can't say that I do, actually. I regret being quite shy in the school. And what I mean by that is when I was teaching I was very nervous and I was quite shy. But I guess it's just something, I've never done it before and I think I was just nervous. But towards the end I was very into it, very into the swing of things. I think I'd done everything available to me. I rode on a zip line, for fuck's sake, in God knows how high off the air. I climbed up a waterfall. I visited Lake Byonyi, whatever it was called. I went on safari. I taught in a school. I ate the food. I don't think there's much more I could have done. I literally have no regrets of my trip. Would you want to travel again, and what would you do differently? Definitely 100% yes, I would want to travel again, and I am looking at my next trip literally as we speak. So definitely yes, would want to travel again. I think I would want to go with someone rather than on my own, because I found at times I was quite lonely. From about 5 o'clock till 8 o'clock I was on my own in my room and with no Wi-Fi or anything, so I literally had nothing to do. They were quite long days that we had, so to have a break was nice, and to sit down and like gather my thoughts was nice. But it's moments like that that I wish that someone was there with me. Where next? I think I don't want to give too much away, but definitely researching and putting all my time into Sri Lanka at the moment. Like I said, the girl's post that I was reading earlier, she went to Sri Lanka, and her posts, her Instagrams, everything looked absolutely incredible. So that is where I'm looking to go next. Sri Lanka is very high on the list. What advice would you give to first-time travellers? Okay, I would definitely say, 1, check out my other video that is called Tips and Tricks for First-Time Travellers, because that has everything that you need to know. That basically answers this question perfectly. But in short, I would definitely say, make sure you take some stuff to do on the plane or when you're alone in your room or whatever. You definitely have to be open-minded. If you're going out there with a focused mindset and you don't do anything, you're going to regret that a lot. So you have to go out there open-minded, be open to anything. You might even have to step out your comfort zone, which I had to do numerous times, but it was so worth it. And most of all, just enjoy yourself. You are there for a reason. You are there to help. If you don't enjoy yourself, then travelling is not right for you, I don't think. And I think you need to be open-minded to enjoy. I thought there was a B in here then. You need to be open-minded to enjoy yourself. So that wraps up my travel Q&A. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, smash the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. This is my main channel. If you want to see all my Africa vlogs, head over to my vlogging channel. They are down below. And if you've got any more questions or anything I've missed out, don't be afraid to leave comments in the comments box or get in touch with me personally about anything and everything. So yeah, and I can't wait to catch you all on my next video. Bye!